Good morning. Good morning. I pray all is well with everyone on this beautiful, beautiful, blessed Sunday morning. Remember, give God all the glory and all the praises because he woke you up this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So I didn't go to church this morning. I was tired. I took me a pain pill last night. And I just not too long ago woke up. And I said, I want to get up. I want to make me some breakfast. And then I was on the phone with my sister, Reed. And I said, I'm going to get up and make me some breakfast this morning. So I'm going to make me some grits. And I wanted to come on here and I wanted to tell everybody who was praying for my nephew, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for praying for my nephew yesterday. So my nephew home, he got a neck brace on. And the state trooper said the truck that they was driving, the young man was speeding. The truck went, this ain't nothing but God. Nothing but God. And when my sister called me after she got there and talked to the state trooper, we couldn't do nothing but thank God. The state trooper said the truck went 120 feet in the air and all four of them fell out the truck. All four of them. One of them still in ICU. He bleeding on the brain. And my nephew, only thing wrong with my nephew, he got a neck brace on. And he in a lot of pain. The other two young men, they all right. But all of them flew out the truck. And they say when the truck went up in the air, the truck just kept flipping. And it went in the ditch. And the state trooper was like, they don't even much know how they survived that. And that wasn't nothing but God. And like I told my sister, God keep giving him chances after chances. Right now, he shouldn't do nothing but just say, Lord, I'm just giving up everything because he could have been dead. Imagine a truck going in the air 120 feet and it just keep flipping and everybody get ejected. Nobody was wearing seat belts. Nobody. And my sister told me, she said, Tracy, what really, really hurted me when I asked one of the young men, do you want me to call your family? And one young man said, I don't have no family. And she said, Tracy, I just started crying. I started crying. And I said, what happened to his family? And she said, Tracy, you know, when a child did so much wrong, then the family just cut them off. You know, when a family just cut you off because you don't did so much till they don't want to be bothered with you no more. So that's probably why he's saying that he don't have no family. And that kind of touched me too when she was telling me that. So that was like yesterday when I was saying Make sure my thing turned up. That's like what I was saying yesterday. We as parents, we should never judge another parent because we never know what our kids be doing. And then for this young man, for his parents to really cut him off and not want to be bothered with him, he must have really did something wrong. And I'm not putting no gloves on because these my grits, okay? And I always wash my grits off. So I've been bragging about this mushroom coffee to my sister Reed. So she bought some. It came before she came to Tampa. It came to her house before she came to Tampa. And she had just called me. She just called me and she was telling me that I made these too. So I made some of these, the miniature quiche, so I can have them all week long. So I've been bragging about the mushroom coffee to my sister Reed. So she finally ordered some. That's miniature quiche. Happy birthday, Carrier. Today is my grandson's birthday. He on the live. Happy birthday, Carrier. Nana love you. And I got your birthday present. So happy birthday to you. And I'll be over there later on. So do you want a mini quiche? So I've been bragging about the Carrier got me talking about the quiche now. But I've been bragging about the mushroom coffee to her. So her package came, when she came, her package came Friday before she left. So this morning she called me, not long ago, she called me. And she was telling me, she said, I just called to tell you that mushroom coffee is so good. She said, when you think about it, when you get it, you just thinking about mushroom. She said, but this coffee is so good. And I'm like, I told you it was going to be good. This coffee is so good. It's so good. You put the right cream in it, it's good. Cartier, I ain't thinking about your butt. My daughter turned 37 Thursday. Her son turned 17 today. That is my oldest grandson. So happy birthday, Cartier. Dang, I can't believe I got a grandson, 17 years old. And then my grandson Choice's birthday is Tuesday, and he will be 12 years old. Then my mom's birthday, the 26th, and then my other grandson EJ birthday, February the 1st. So I'm gonna put me some veggie patties on. And these from Morning Star. And this how the veggie patties look. So I really don't like eggs, but my doctor been getting on me, and she was like, you need to try to eat eggs. You need to try to get you some protein. And then I'm anemic too, so I take iron pills. So you need to try to force yourself to eat some eggs. So that's why I made the quiche, and I put some spinach and stuff in it. And I cooked some to try to have them, have them for all next week for work. So I won't have to be around him trying to get stuff for work. So I'm trying to prepare my food ahead of time. That candy apple. She just put 35 on that candy apple, Gail. And I asked her, when I saw them treats, I'm like, 35? But the lady who made that candy apple, because the candy apple was blight. I wish I still had one. But if you looking at this live, honey, that candy apple was so good. I had to call my daughter yesterday, and I'm like, who made that candy apple? And she said, the lady who always make the candy apple for my parties or anything I have. Because the young girl, she always set up for all the parties that my daughter have. But that candy apple was so good. It was so good. And this right here, she had something like this on the candy apple, but it was blight. She did her job. That candy apple was so good. And I had that candy apple for breakfast yesterday. I sat right there and I cut it. And I don't even much really like apples. But that candy apple was so good. Shut up, Cartier. I ain't thinking about. I'm sorry. Y'all can hear me now? Can y'all hear? You can hear now? Okay. If y'all haven't tried the mushroom coffee, y'all got to try this mushroom coffee, okay? I don't know where Allison at. I don't know where she at. Hey, Bailey. Hey, loving me. Diamond Star. I bought it off online. This it. This coffee is so good. I ain't trying to be, don't think I'm being nasty or nothing like this. But since I've been drinking this coffee, I've been going to the bathroom regular. And I've been really feeling good. So that's why I brag about the coffee. Because it's been doing its job. And I have been drinking this coffee in the morning time when I go to work. And I've been drinking this coffee. I even must drink a cup at night. And it don't even much keep you up, no nothing. And I've been putting French vanilla in it. I use that what it's called, pro boil rice. I buy it out of Walmart off the Spanish aisle. Do I know who? Good morning, Davita. So yesterday I showed some of y'all the pictures of my I didn't get to show y'all the other pictures because my son had them. But this picture here, this some of my family right here. This some of my, that's me and my nephew and my mom and my nephews, my niece, my sister and my cousins. I think I showed y'all this one yesterday. And my niece and my daughter. I know I showed this one yesterday. But I was trying to show y'all the ones that my son brought in the house that I didn't see until I got off of live. He must have took it. He took that picture. But it was a picture like with all us on it, with a lot of more family. Y'all excuse me. So this morning I got up to cook me some breakfast. I am cooking for everybody else. I say, let me get up and cook for myself, feed my own self. And no, I did not go to church this morning. I am cooking for myself. I'm always doing something for everybody and not myself. I said, I'm finna get up and I'm gonna cook for myself. And I knew I was gonna cook for myself. And my husband, he usually be off on Sundays, but he working today for overtime because like when it's like Gasparilla time, he work a lot of overtime. So this morning he woke me up. He said, "You gonna take me to work?" I said, "You go ahead and go. I don't plan on going nowhere." When he left, I got up, looked at TV. I've been up since like 5:30, just laying around looking at TV. I said, I'm gonna get up, cook me some breakfast. Got up, took a shower. Been running my mouth on the phone. Talked to my sister Reek. Been in her cooking breakfast. She drinking her mushroom coffee. I'm making my coffee. And him making me some breakfast. And I said, that's how I'm gonna spend my Sunday. Because I'm doing everything for everybody else. And this is what I planned on doing today. I'm gonna make me some grits. I got me some veggie patties and I made me some quiche. And I'm the only one in the house that eat this because my neighbor done moved. Because usually like when I cook like this on a Sunday, and usually I'm leaving to go to church, I fix them a plate, take it upstairs. But now they gone, so I don't have nobody to fix a plate to because they gone. And I hate they mood. And for those who just came on him, my nephew home. He came home last night. Well, they got home this morning. He got out the hospital, and my sister said that he got a neck brace on, and he slept all the way back to Tampa, and he just in a lot of pain. And that hold on 1 minute. He in a lot of pain, and that the other young man, one young man still in the hospital. He in ICU. He bleeding on the brain, and that the truck that they was in went in the air. It went 120 feet in the air, and it flipped. It kept flipping, and that everybody got ejected out the truck. So that wasn't none but God that saved them. Nobody but God. So I say this morning, they shouldn't be doing nothing but giving God praises. They shouldn't do nothing but be thanking God. Because when my sister called and told me and my mama yesterday, we couldn't do nothing but thank God and cry that my nephew is alive. And for the state trooper to be saying that they can't believe these young men still alive. For the truck to go that high in the air and then to just continue to flip and then to land in a ditch and all four of them fly out the window, no seat belts, you know that ain't number God. Number God. That's why I don't understand. No matter what I don't care what you do in life. What you do. I don't care. Whatever you do, always call on him. Always pray. Don't call on God when you're in a bad situation. Don't do that. I don't care if you go out, you have a drink, you still pray to him. Still pray. And never ever let nobody make you feel bad about nothing, because nobody knows your relationship with God. Nobody. So that's what I was saying this morning. Because when I got the text from my sister, I woke up this morning, I saw when she texted me this morning that they made it back home. And I couldn't do nothing but thank God that they made it back home, the temple, safe. And I said, this should be a wake-up call to my nephew. God, keep giving you chances after chances. Boy, do you know how many chances God don't gave you? Do you know what calling God got on your life? God he keeping you him for a reason. He keeping you. Y'all don't know the things my nephew done went through. And God he keep his hands on him for a reason. But he not seeing that. But what he went through yesterday, he should see. Because imagine you 120 feet in the air in a truck flipping. Then you fly out. What would you be thinking? And then you just you coming home just with a neck brace on and a lot of pain. Tell me that ain't God. That ain't nobody but God right there. And people don't want to believe in God until something bad happened to them. That's the only time they want to believe in God. That's the only time they want to call on God. When something is happening to them, that's when they want to call on God. That is the only time. And then even people that, when people doing, I mean, you know, like people not living the lifestyle that other people feel that, I'm just going to use this example. Like a person that's going to church every Sunday, they get in their Bible every Sunday, every day. And another person going to church, they reading their Bible, but they still not living that lifestyle like the person that's going to church every Sunday, that's going to church, going to every Bible study, that's reading their Bible every day. But this person, they going to church, but they still doing the same thing. They still want to have a drink every once in a while. They still want to go hang out with their friends. They still might want to go to the club every once in a while. But this person who going to church every Sunday, every Bible study, reading their Bible, toting their Bible every day, they want to judge this person right here. Because this person here still take a drink every once in a while. Might want to go hang around their friends that's still in the world, still doing the same thing. I might say, I'm going to go to the club with my friends. But this person that's out here believe in more, have more faith than this one that's going to church. And this one that's going to church every Sunday, doing all the judging. And doing worse than the one that's out here. And then you be calling yourself a so-called Christian. Always trying to beat somebody down because you feel they ain't living up your expectation how a Christian's supposed to be. Because they not going to church every Sunday. Because you feel that they not walking the walk that you feel that they supposed to be walking, the Christian walk that you walking. But you ain't really walking that Christian walk. Because you going to church every Sunday. You going to every Bible study. You carrying this Bible with you all the time. All the time. Carrying this Bible, want to beat people in the head with this Bible. And you the worst damn devil there is. You treat people so nasty. You sit in the same spot every Sunday in church. Somebody sit in your spot. You have an attitude. When the people come to church, the new people start coming to church, you treat them nasty. You treat people nasty, even when you're in the street. But you want to judge this one because of the things that they doing. So what kind of Christian are you? What kind of Christian are you? And you always want to judge somebody's lifestyle. Always trying to tell people that ain't Christian like. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's why people don't like coming to church now. Because people be looking like, why should I come to church? Why should I come to church? I come to church, they talk about my clothes. They talk about my lifestyle. They talk about who I'm going with. Who this? Gina, girl. Hey, Gina, let me call you right back. I'm on live, okay? Oh, okay. I'll call you back in like 20 minutes, all right? Okay. All right. Okay, I'll call you right back. Okay. All right, bye-bye. And that ain't what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be uplifting people. You ain't supposed to be judging people's lifestyle. You ain't supposed to be doing all that. And then they, like, people be like, okay, when I tell people, when I go to church, I'm in and out, in and out. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to talk about nobody. And that's what a lot of people go to church. And I cannot understand. Soon as church over with, girl, did you see what she had on? Why did she wear that to church? That's what we came to church for. And you cannot even much talk about what the pastor was even much preaching about, because you was too busy talking about her. Are you too busy worrying about why her man didn't come to church with her? Are you too busy you want to go with her man? That's what it is. Right there. That's why some people don't come to church now. That's why a lot of people don't like to come to church. And every time you turn around, I don't even much. I know some years ago, somebody came up to me and they was like, they was like, where your husband? First of all, it ain't none of your business where my husband at. Second of all, they said, you don't feel bad because your husband ain't here with you? Nope. Hi, Davita, Allison, Rashida, Brandy. Nope. So, because I look at it like this. When I go to church, I have on my blinders like this right here. Because I go to church, I want to go hear the word. I don't care about nothing else. I want to go to church, I want to hear the word. I want to be in there, I want to be in, I want to be out. I don't want to hear about Susie Mae, I don't want to hear about Sally Mae, okay? I don't want to be in the parking lot talking about what she got on, what he did, who going with who. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to hear about that. And I'm not giving up my money away. None of that. Whatever lay on my heart, I'm gonna give it away. Nobody's not gonna come and say, the Lord told me to tell you to give this and that, because if he told you, he told me. So I'm not doing all of that right there. I'm not doing that. But the point of my story is, people don't understand. Some people want to only call on God when they're going through stuff. And some people be like, I don't want to praise him. I ain't thinking about him, this and that. But when you fall down, if you fall down on your bike and you can't get up, what name are you going to call? What name are you going to call? If you fall down, nobody's there to help you. What name are you going to call on? Allison, no, I've been up since like about 5:30, 6 o'clock. I was just laying in the bed looking at TV, being lazy. Because I had my day already planned out. I'm going to look at TV. It's cold outside. And I'm going to get up and I'm going to make me some breakfast. Because I do everything. I've been cooking for everybody. I'm going to get up and I'm going to make me some breakfast. And that's what I did. I got up to make me some breakfast. And I'm drinking my mushroom coffee. And it say, this girl run on coffee and faith. So she's running on mushroom coffee and faith this morning. And for those who just came on here, thank you for praying for my nephew. My nephew is at home, and he just got a neck brace on and a lot of pain. And I pray this is a wake-up call, because that truck went flipping 120 feet in the air, and all four of them flew out that truck. All four of them. One of them still in ICU, and the other three all right. So this morning, they should just be thanking God, giving God all the praises, all the glory this morning. That's what they should be doing, no matter what. Because just imagine, you in a truck and it's flipping 120 feet in the air. What would be going through your mind? I don't even much know what I'd be thinking. I'd just be thinking I'm finna just die. And I'm like, to come home just with a neck brace and a lot of pain? Tell me it ain't a God. And just imagine my sister on that road the whole time. Ellison, I sound like I got fire in my voice. When I woke up this morning and I saw that text, my sister said, we home. He slept all the way back to Tampa in pain, and a girl is tired and I'm finna go to sleep. I couldn't do nothing but say, Lord, I thank you. I thank you that my nephew okay. I thank you that they made it back to Tampa. That's all. I'm happy that my sister and nephew back in Tampa. That's all that matters. And I pray for them 3 young boys and that young boy that's still in ICU. And I'm not just praying for my nephew, I'm praying for them too. Because this is a wake-up call for them too. Because if God brought y'all out, y'all need to sit down somewhere. Because he spared you. Rashida, child, don't worry about that, honey, because we deleting and blocking, honey. We gonna delete and block. We not even stooping to that level right there. Deleting. Empress P, that's right. You go live. Y'all, Empress P say she's going live today cooking. So y'all check her out. No, I deleted him off of this channel. I haven't had grits in a while because I'm supposed to eat grits. But last night I went to the store and I bought a bag of grits. And these grits gonna be here for a while unless I take them to my aunt's house. And last night I went in, my grandson kept calling me. He kept calling saying, Nana, when you coming over here? I want my candy apple. Because I took some and I forgot his candy apple. So I went over there and one of my cousins, excuse me, she made this like dip and they had the chips and she was like, they know I don't eat ground beef, so she always bring the cheese for me. So she said, I bought the cheese for you, but all the chips gone. And my mom was like, and I ain't going back to the store for no chips. I was like, well, that's all right, because I'm not eating after 6 o'clock. I said, that's all right, I'm good. So, and then they had bought like Krispy Kreme donuts and stuff. And we all just sit in the house because my aunt, I'm named after my aunt, and my aunt is bedridden. So we all sitting in there just laughing and talking with my aunt. And I like doing that. I like sitting around my family when we doing stuff like that. And my cousin, when they cook, we try to cook enough because like I told y'all, it be like a lot of homeless young men that be coming around my aunt's house. And when we cook enough food to make sure they get food so they can eat. Or if we buy food, we try to buy enough food just to feed them too. Because we don't like to eat and they don't have nothing to eat. So we do that. Every time we do something, we always try to do that. Make sure they eat. Even when I cook over here and they come over here, we always fix containers to take back to my aunt's house so they can eat too. That's how my family is. Crazy, but I love my family. Oh, Allison, my nephew, he home. He home. He doing. My sister told me that he probably gonna call me when he wake up, but I know he not gonna call me today because I know he probably in a lot of pain today. I know he probably in a lot So I'll probably talk to him tomorrow. And then I know he probably ain't gonna call me today because he probably know I'm gonna go off on him. Yes, I'm gonna go off on him. I am. I be talking to my sister Ree, and I be telling her, like me and her always be talking, and we always be saying, you can't never, a person can't never say what your child do behind your back. Never. Because children is so sneaky. You know when you was little, you used to be sneaky too. I was sneaky. I got a whipping every day. Every day I got a whipping. Because I was so bad. And when me and my mom hang out together, and I be laughing, I tell my mom sometimes, I be telling her, thank you. Thank you. And she started laughing. I said, because every lick that you gave me, I deserved it, that lick. Every lick that you gave me, it made me be the woman that I am today. Because I was hard-headed. Because my mama say, Tracy, because we had, in our projects, we had a big park and a little park. And my mama say, Tracy, you better not let them street lights catch you. You better not. And I always, she always got to come find me. Always got to come find me because I always let the street lights come catch me. And I sit back, I was like, dang, I was hard-headed. And sometimes me and her, I be like, you know I was hard-headed. She was like, yep, I know you was hard-headed. So I appreciate how my mama chastised me. I really do. And I love my mama because she chastised me and it made me a stronger woman. And my mom sit and she tell me, she say, Tracy, some of the things that you be doing, I sit back and I be like, you remind me so much of me. Even how when your kids was little, how you used to walk to work with your kids. Remember how I used to walk to work with my kid, with y'all when y'all was little. And I told my mom, I said, I started laughing. I said, I already was saying that. I say, sometimes I sit back and say, I do the same thing that you used to do. How you used to walk to work. How the sacrifices that you used to do for your kids. I do the same. I did the same thing. My mom had 2 girls, 1 boy. I have 2 girls, 1 boy. And me and my mom just sit back and we laugh about like the same things, like the things that she have done. It's like the same thing I did. My mom always worked hard. My mom worked for the school board 30 years. 30 years my mom worked for the school. I went to that school. Me, my sister, and brother went to the same school my mom worked at. Our children went to that school. My grandkids went to that school. I don't know if some of y'all sit back and you sit back and think about, appreciate your mama. What your mama did for you, the sacrifices that she done for you in your life. Some people don't appreciate that. Killer Davenport, he was in a car accident yesterday. But he all right, he home now. Y'all hit that like button for me. What happened to him, the young man that he was with was driving the truck fast and he lost control. They went in the air. They went up in the air 120 feet And while they was in the air, the truck was flipping over, and all four of them flew out the window. Nobody was wearing a seatbelt. And the truck landed in a ditch. And the driver, I think he the one in ICU. And my nephew and the other two young men, they all right. My nephew got a neck brace on and a lot of pain. So that's why I tell people, you can't say it's not a God. People only want to believe in God when they're in a situation. It's God. I don't know why people say it. Some people be saying, I don't believe in God. And when they say that, I say, well, who woke you up this morning? Who started you on your way this morning? So it is a God. For those who don't believe, it is a God. Because that's who woke you up this morning, and that's who started you on your way. And they always say they don't believe in God, but soon as something happens, they believe in that same God. And they need that same God to help them out. I think Tallahassee from Tampa, I'm not sure, probably about 3-4 hours. I'm not sure. Yeah, probably about 4 hours. I've never been to Tallahassee before. Well, Gail, I guess they found out the hard way. So last night when we was at my aunt's house, my cousin said, when I got home after the party, I was so mad. And I was like, why you was so mad? She said, I was so mad that food was so good and I didn't get 2 plates. I'm like, everybody was mad. Everybody was coming up to me, was like, why you only cook 3 pans of chicken? I'm like, I cooked 3 big pans of chicken. They was talking about something, you should have cooked more meatballs too. I'm like, I cooked 2 big pans of meatballs. That was enough meatballs. So when Ree called me this morning, she was like, that food was so good, I wish I would have got more. And I'm like, everybody. And one of my nephews, he was like, Auntie, I was on your live, Auntie. I was watching you cook everything. I was watching you cook, Auntie. And he was like, I couldn't wait to get to the party to eat. Because I sat there and I watched the whole live, watching you cook the chicken, the meatballs, Auntie. That food was good. And I got out the car last night. That's all they was talking about, the food. Talking about when I'm going to cook again. So I'm like, got up this morning, I was thinking about, I said I might cook for my mom's birthday, do something for my mom. Thank you, Tiffany. But they so ready for me to cook again. And I'm like, I don't want to clean that chicken. I don't want to do that. So they want me to cook turkey wings. Hey, Phaedra. Hey, Taz. But anybody on here, let me tell you, if you go to church, and you decide you still, because God already know what you're going to do. But if you go to church and you still around him, and you be like, oh, I'm finna go have me a drink or whatever. Don't let nobody beat you up. That's between you and God, okay? Don't let that person who go, like I was talking about, who go to church every Sunday, every Bible study, and who be carrying that Bible all the time. Don't let them make you feel bad, okay? Because they ain't got their junk together, all right? They putting on that front, behind them closed doors. Hold up, y'all. Behind them closed doors, they hell on wheels, okay? So don't let them make y'all feel bad, all right? Your relationship between you and God, that's between you and God. That ain't between them. That ain't between you and them. That's between you and God. Okay, so don't let them holy rollers make you feel bad, all right? That's your personal relationship. Because, see, people want to make you... People be wanting to make you feel bad because of your lifestyle. Like I was saying earlier. So do not never, ever have nobody make you feel bad because they don't... excuse me. They don't know what your relationship with... You might have a prayer closet at home. They don't even know you got a prayer closet at home. They don't even know if you come home and you sit and read your Bible at home. They don't know nothing about you. They just see you out and about. They might go to your church and then they might see you out and about and see you doing something and they be want to judge you. But they ain't no better than you. They not no better than you. And they want to try to judge you. So don't never ever let nobody make you feel bad. Don't never let nobody make you feel bad where you just say, I'm not going to read my Bible no more. I'm going to start praying. I just want to give up. I don't want to go back to that church no more. Don't let nobody make you feel bad. Because you going to church and you might go home and you might drink you a glass of wine or something. Don't feel bad. Don't you feel bad? Because them same ones that's in there shouting, doing worse than you. But they doing it undercover, okay? They doing it undercover. They ain't got it all together, all right? They don't have it all together. So never let nobody, and then let me tell you something. They be talking so good to you, and they just is worse than you. They worse than you. And always telling you what you need to do. They be telling you what you need to do, and they the one need to be doing it. They be telling you what they the one, oh, God say you need to do this and you need to do that. And they the one need to be doing it. And they do a lot of things behind closed doors. And let me tell you, some of them be telling you, you shouldn't be having no drink. That's wrong. And they be sitting right in their house, be getting tore up from the floor up. Hey, Golden Freddy. So don't never, ever let nobody make you feel bad. Because see, even if you having a drink and you making that effort, God to take that drink away from you. Even if you going to the club and you still doing that walk with Christ, God will remove that out your life. God will start removing those things out your life. Never let nobody make you feel uncomfortable, that you want to give up. You study, keep on going. Study, keep going, and God will start removing those things out your life. He'll start moving those things out your life. So, never let nobody, because you know what? We all fall short of the glory. None of us is perfect. And we all going to do stuff that ain't right. We all going to do things that's not right. So never feel bad about nothing, but never want to just give up. And always keep Christ ahead of your life. And don't pay them holy rollers no attention. And you go to church and you be seeing them doing all that shouting and all that. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them make you feel bad either. But team, I'm doing good. Because I'm at a point in my life that I don't care. You right, Shay. Because you know what? God know your heart. You know what? You can hide a lot of things from man. A lot. But you can't hide nothing from God. Because God already know what you're going to do. He already know what you're going to say. You can't hide nothing from him. Nothing. And lately, a lot of pastors have been doing stuff. And a lot, they've been coming out. It's been coming out. Like even the pastor. One pastor in North Carolina. What I think it's two. One, you're a pastor. You're in the hotel with the man. Then the man videotape you because you don't want to pay him. You don't want to pay him for his service. You were short that day. So he put you on blast. He put you on blast that day right there. You got a wife. So I said, this is what I was thinking. So this is what I want y'all to write in the chat on this one right here. So this is what I was thinking right here. You're a man of God. You get up there every Sunday and you preach. Every Sunday you get up there and preach. But during the week, you go to the hotel with this man and you pay this man what? The man said you pay him $150 an hour. Ooh, he got to be a bad brother. If you paying him $150 an hour for his service, oh my God. But you got a wife at home. What kind of man of God are you? And you leading your congregation. Let me have some of my mushroom coffee on that. And then the other one. I just saw this one last week. You're a man of God. You getting up there, you preaching. But your mistress come in there, you pregnant. She pregnant. She let them know she pregnant. And then she want to fight your wife. Then your wife get up there to defend you. And you don't want to leave the pulpit. You say you ain't going nowhere. Because you're going to keep on preaching. Let me tell y'all something. I love my husband. Somebody come tell me they pregnant. You think I'm going to defend him? What's wrong with you? First of all, me and you. It's me and you. It's me and you. Not me, you, and Sally Mae. So, I ain't finna stand there and defend you. Honey, we going to the court, get us some divorce papers. We're not doing that. She not playing stepmama. No. Because you're supposed to be a man of God. You're supposed to be leading your flock. You're supposed to lead your flock. And then you making your wife look like a fool because you going with one of the members in the church. See, and that's what that's why I tell people, it ain't good to judge when somebody else, when you call yourself a Christian, And just because you going to church every Sunday and you going to every Bible study and you going to every time the church door is open, you say, oh, I be there. I do this, I do that. And you walking around and you carrying and you shouting and dancing and dancing. And you doing a lot of things wrong. God will bring it out. He will bring it out. That's why I always say, just because you go to church every Sunday, every Bible study, every time the church door is open, and you carrying your Bible, and you just shouting, jumping, like you just this old holy roly, and you downing this other person because they come to church whenever, and they still going out drinking, or they still going out partying, but they still coming to church. They still coming to church, still coming to Bible study, but they still doing the things of the world. But you judging them because you going to church or whatever. But you doing wrong too. See, God will expose you. God will expose you because you doing wrong in the dark. God ain't, you know what I'm saying? Then a lot of people be around him when they see other people doing stuff, and this is the first thing they say. God ain't pleased with that. Cause y'all, I'm finna use me as an example. I'm gonna use me. Cause y'all know I go to church. Y'all know I talk about the Lord all the time. And I tell y'all I'm not perfect. Like some people write me and say, Tracy, you know God ain't pleased with what you do. I'm not ashamed of nothing I do. I let people know ahead of time. God not pleased of what you do and this and that. God not pleased what you do. Because that's what the same thing I'm saying. People like that, they'll try to judge you, but they ain't much got it all together. They don't have it all together, but they'll judge you because they'll try to find out everything that's wrong with you. Wait a minute, I got something for y'all. Hold up, 1 minute, hold up. Hold up, y'all, I'm coming. Okay. I'm back. I had to go. But I was saying, but people they'll always try to find something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Let me see. Like they said, Matthew 7, chapter 7, verse 5. Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out thy own eye. And then it say, thou shalt see clearly to cast out in thy eye. You know what? People always, you know what? They need to cast out that log out their eye. They want to see, talking about the log. Ooh. Y'all, excuse me. Let me fix my thing. Hold up, y'all. My thing falling. I'm sorry, y'all. My thing was falling. But you know what? People always try to say stuff that's wrong with you. But they'll never say what's wrong with them. And they always will try to find any little fault in you. Any little fault. And try to make you look bad in everything. Everything. And it be the same people that go to church. But y'all want people to come. And this is another thing they let us say. Won't you come visit my church? We having family and friends day. Why would I come visit your church and you just treated me nasty? Why would I want to come to family and friends day? And how nasty you was. You was just judging me. You was just talking bad about me. And you want me to come to family and friends day? You ain't my friend. In the way I don't even much want to be a Christian. If I got to be nasty like that, I mean, I don't want to be a Christian. I thought a Christian's supposed to be good. I thought a Christian's supposed to treat each other nice. That's what a Christian's supposed to do. A Christian's supposed to treat people with respect. Pray for you. Uplift you when you're down. Not talk about you. Not be nasty to you. And then people be wondering why the church house is not full no more. Because if you see how people to people is nasty. And it's mostly people that's into the church house, in the church. And people ain't gonna tell you that. You know what? Because they're gonna sugarcoat it. They're gonna sugarcoat it. They sugarcoat being a Christian. Some people get up on a Sunday morning, put on their Sunday best, put on their Sunday sugarcoat spirit, and be so nice going to the Lord house. And they be so nasty. And people see how nasty they be. But then you want people to come go to church with you. That ain't how you supposed to be. And then what the purpose you reading your Bible for and you so nasty? That's my only thing I don't understand. And I'm happy that I'm not a weak-minded woman. That when in the church I go to that when a woman staring at me or they saying something, it don't bother me. It don't bother me. Because I went to one church to visit. And y'all know I wear my wraps. And I got, y'all know I got a lot of them. And I got a lot of different colors. And I went to visit one church. And when I walked in, I had my outfit on. I had my wrap to match my outfit. And how the ladies went to looking, like whispering. And they kept looking. I just looked back and I just smiled. You know why I look back and smile? You can say what you want to say about my wrap, but that big old ugly hat you got on, and you spending all that money on them big old ugly hats. So I just smiled and I said hello, and I went and sat down and got my praise on. Because at the end of the day, I'm not him for you. I'm not him. In another church I went to sit down, the lady asked the usher, you know her? And I told her, you don't need to know me for me to come here to visit. I'm here to praise the Lord. That's all that matters. I'm here to praise the Lord. Nothing else. Because some people be so weak, you know, and they just start going to church. And then when people start saying stuff, that make them don't want to come back to visit the church. That make them want to give up and say, I don't want to go to church no more. I don't want to serve the Lord no more. Because they be so weak in their spirit that they just turn away, that they don't want to go to church. And it shouldn't be like that. And I say it all the time. It's so many hungry souls out there that's crying out for the Lord. There's so many hungry souls out there that want to get a life over to Christ. But they scared. They scared. And they don't know what to do. And then they don't went to churches that they don't been hurt. and that they don't want to go bike no more because the way they've been mistreated. And we got to stop being like that. We got to stop being nasty to people. And God is going to start exposing a lot of people that's not right into the church, just like he's doing now. He's exposing these fake pastors. These pastors that's around here just all about the money and not about the soul. That's right. Not about the souls, all about the money, okay? All about the money. Every time you turn around, they need money. And you ain't thinking about the souls, okay? You around here, you know people having hard times. People barely can pay their bills. And you know these people around here struggling. And you study around here to the Lord said this and that. Jesus told me to tell y'all to give $100. Okay, when Jesus gonna come pick up them $100? Okay, when he coming? If he told you to give $100, why he didn't tell me to give you that $100? People is having hard time. Rent is expensive. Food is high. People can't just be giving money. Some people around here, they going to church. They struggling. They stand in their cars. People stand in their cars, but they still getting up going to church. They still leaning on their faith. They still trusting in the Lord. And some pastors still greedy. Still, you know these people struggling. Some churches, you know your members struggling, and I bet you ain't even much helping your members out. You not even much helping these members out. Not one of your members. You probably, it's cold. You probably ain't even much giving them no food, offering them no shelter. And then you kill me. You probably gotta, when they come for you for help, you probably going on your you probably going looking through your pages. Let me see how much tithes you paid so far. That ain't right. That is not right. Everybody, sometimes people can't pay their tithes. They can't pay their tithes because they probably homeless. They got to find somewhere to stay. It shouldn't be like that. So if I want y'all to write in this chat, so y'all feel I'm wrong for what I'm saying. Because now these days, we having hard times. We having hard times. Nobody can't afford to be around him talking about giving all their money up. And people having hard times. And I feel like this right here. If you is a member and you having hard times, even if you have been paying your tithes and you can't afford to pay them now, shouldn't your church be able to help you? Tell me, am I wrong or what? I want y'all to write my whole conversation. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? This whole conversation, let me know. You know, that's just how I've been feeling, because I'm feeling this way because I always say all the time, it's so many hungry souls. So many hungry souls out there. So many lost souls out there. People want to be saved. Church ain't like it used to be. Church is a business. Let me get my charger. But Angela, just like you said, just remember that tithing is not just money. Some people don't understand that. Some people don't understand that. I know that. Some people don't. Some people be like, tithing, you got to give your 10%. You got to give your money. Tithing. When you give your 10%, you can be giving the homeless. You can be doing your 10% other ways. And a lot of people don't understand that. And then another thing, Davida, you is right. We all have to remember, we are the church. We are the church. When we leave that building, the church is gone. The church is gone. Deborah, my nephew doing good. And Shay, you right. If you don't pay, you can't have a funeral there. I know this young lady, she told me her mama was a member at this church. And they didn't want to have her mama funeral at the church. And her mama been going there a long time. And they say her mama couldn't, she had to pay like $2,000 to have her funeral there. And I was like, for real? She was saying, yeah. And I was saying, I was like blowed. I mean, I couldn't believe it. And she told me, she was like, yeah, Tracy, that's what they told me. And I mean, to me, I'll be talking to my sister Ree all the time. I love the Lord, y'all. I love the Lord. But I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to be a member of a church. I just want to go visit churches because I get turned off churches because church ain't like it used to be. Church ain't about saving souls no more. Church is a business. Church all about money. I remember when I was a little girl, on Saturdays, they used to go out on the corner and have churches. Have church on Saturdays. There used to be a Pentecost church come every Saturday in the projects and have church on the corner. I remember when churches used to come out, they invite you to come to their church. And they used to come out praying for you. Now churches, it's all about money. Money, 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 money. That's all it's about, money. And not about saving souls. And look at all these souls out here that's lost. And it hurt me, and I sit by like all these souls out here just crying. And you see these souls out here. And I say it all the time. It's people that want to give their life to Christ. Sometimes people sit and they want to give their life to Christ, but they think about, if I give my life to Christ, I might lose my spouse. I might lose my friends. My friends might turn their back on me. Are they thinking about the things that they're going to lose, but they don't know the reward in the end? And if you start going to church and you lose your spouse, that person wasn't meant for you. If you start losing friends, them were never your friends in the beginning. And if you start going to a church and sometimes they hurt you and you want to give up, don't give up. God will bless you to the right church. Because some churches ain't right. I mean, some churches just all about money. They just want money, money, money. Every time you turn around, it's money. Then I feel like this right here. When do you got to pay to go to a church? That's what I want to know. Why do I got to pay to come to a church? So Do y'all think it's good to pay a membership? Like, who pay a membership, dude? And then another thing. I feel like this. Misread. Just like you said, your friend, my friend, ex-pastor, exposed members that couldn't pay tithes. That is not a God. You get mad because a person couldn't pay tithes and you're going to expose them? For what? First of all, you get your butt up and go get a job. Go get a job. Some pastors don't work because they too dependent on the members' money. They too busy worrying about the members, they tithes that they supposed to be paying. Some pastors don't want to work because they too busy waiting on the members to pay the tithes. I know a church, they want to know where you work at, your income, all of that. Yes, they do. And I was like, what fool will write where they work at, their income, how much they make, when they get paid? I was like, no, sir. Because this church that I was talking about, hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold up, y'all. Here I come. So this church, somebody was telling me they was thinking about becoming a usher at the church. And when they was thinking about being an usher at the church, they wanted them to be I'm sorry. They was thinking about becoming an usher at the church, and they had to you had to fill out a package. They wanted to do a background check on you. They wanted to know where you work at. They wanted to know your income, how much you get paid, and something else. And how often you get paid. Now remember, you're going to be an usher. But you're going to be an usher for free. But they want to know all this about you. I told them, I said, you would be a fool to do that. Why would you give all your information to be an usher for free? All your information. That'll be so dumb of you. You know that? And she was like, you think? I said, girl, if you feel that out, I know, son. That'll be so dumb of you to give all your information out to them and they not paying you 1 cent. 1 cent. And I was like, I didn't never know to become an usher, you have to go through all of that. Because y'all, I never ever volunteered for nothing in the church. I never did. Because I always just go to church and then leave. I never want to participate in anything in the church. So when she told me that, I was like, I couldn't do that. So y'all tell me, have y'all ever heard anything about that? Where a person, they want to know how much you make so they know that you paying the right amount of money for the tithes. To me, when a church do that, when the pastor wants you to do that, I feel that pastor need to go get a job, baby. I feel he need to go get a job because why is he depending on your money? Why? And I'm not saying, not because there's some pastors that work now. I ain't talking about all pastors. I'm talking about the pastor that don't work. the pastor that just sitting waiting on you to work and waiting on your tithes. Okay? Because that's not right there. That's not right. And that's true. Some pastors, they want you to, you cannot have no funeral at their church. Or they charge you to use their church and stuff. Because I know that here in Tampa, when you want to have a funeral at their church and stuff, you do have to pay. And I understand that when if you're not a member at their church, they charge you to use their church. And I understand that's understandable right there if you're not a member and you want to use their church. So I understand that. And Shannon, that's the same thing I do too. I give out my heart. I would give out my heart, but I'm not giving because somebody try to make me feel like, oh, you got to give. Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to take my bill money. I'm not going to neglect my bill money to give. I'm not going to give to make nobody like me. I'm not going to give to be on a click. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not just finna just be giving my money like that. Because I work hard for my money. And you know, like in some churches, they have a clique. People have cliques in church. And I'll be like, I'll be blowed when they find out that they have churches and, people have cliques in churches. Like the lady was talking to me and she was like, yeah, in this church right here, they have cliques at the church. She was talking about this church that she go to, and she was like, yeah, they got cliques at the church. I said, grown women still being cliques? And these women's like 50 years old. And she was like, yeah, I said, I ain't know women that age still being cliques. She said, yeah, girl, they be having cliques. They stick together. They talk about you. And I said, oh my God, I'm for real, y'all. I didn't know 50-year-old women do that. I didn't know that because, see, I thought at a certain age, we don't do that no more. I didn't know we be in cliques 50 years old. And I guess I think like that because, see, I don't hang with women. I don't hang with women. And I don't get in cliques with women like that because I thought at 50 years old, we in a different mindset. At 50 years old, we don't sit up and talk about the next woman, especially in church. At 50 years old, we supposed to be uplifting each other. That's what I thought we'd be doing at that age right there. And Tiffany, you so right. That time, the time that Jesus went off on the leaders in the temples was because the leaders was treating the church like a business. They was making people buy doves to come in and worship. And Jesus got angry. And that's true because today people is treating the church like a business. It is. People is treating the church just like a business today. And it's not about saving souls. And before I get into it, not all churches like that. Some churches are, not all. Because some churches, they making it all about business, and that's why it makes some members don't want to go to church, and it makes some people be like, I don't like church, because every time you turn around, church is about money. It's about money, and then some people step back and start looking at it like this right here. Here, they got planes, they got all this big stuff, and give me my money. Then when I need, I can't go. And then let me tell you something. I don't like big churches. I don't want to go to no big church. I'm giving you my money. The pastor don't know my name. The pastor don't know my name. And I can't get close to the pastor to go say hello. And he got his bodyguard standing all up there like this right here. No, I ain't doing that one. I don't want to do that one right there. I don't want to do that one. Because I feel like this right here. What you need a bodyguard for? Why do you need a bodyguard? Why? Why you need one? What do you need a bodyguard for? That's what I don't understand. Why do you need a bodyguard? I never understood that. And then some people be bragging, oh, I go to this church, this big old church, and da-da-da. You go to that big old church, the pastor don't even much know you, okay? All you doing is you paying your tithes. He probably, you filling out that envelope, pastor don't even much know your name. He don't even much know your name, baby. Because you putting that money, you signing that envelope, and then when you signing that envelope, he ain't looking at it. Somebody else taking that money out that envelope. But you bragging because you go to this big church and all these people going to this big church and stuff. You ain't much getting fed good. You're not even much getting fed good. You just happy because you go to that church because it's a mega church. It's a mega church. That's what it is right there. That's all it is. And Shannon, you are so true with that one now. You are so true. And Davida, you true. That's true too. Keep your eyes off man and keep your eyes focused on God. It's true. You do have to keep your eyes focused on God. You do. Kareem, what you said? Some churches want to see your W-2 form before joining. What church wanna see your W-2 form? And just like Corrine said, some churches have bank teller machines. I went to this church. This lady invited me to her church. I used to work with her at night, and I went to visit her church. And when it was time to take up tithes, it's a big church. I went to visit. Me and my husband went to visit one Sunday, and my husband when it was time to take up the tithes. This what my husband gonna bust out and say to me. He gonna tell me, mother scunt. I was like, don't say that. He to my son, I never seen this in church before. I say, what? He said, these people got ATMs. They had the card readers. And the church big, y'all. They had people standing on the wall back here, on the wall on that side, and in the back of the church with the card reader, so you can go up and put your ATM card in the card reader. And I was like, I ain't never saw that before. Never. I could not believe that. I could not believe anything like that. And that's what I was saying. Church is becoming a business. When a church start doing stuff like that, it's becoming a business. It's becoming a business. And then for her to say, some churches want this church wants you to show your W-2 before you join. You know that's a business. Your W-2. I wouldn't if I was gonna go join a church, and they said, Miss Claudette, You got to show your W-2 before you join. I tell them thank you, but no thank you. I would not be joining your church because I'm not going to show nobody my W-2 form. I'm not going to give you my job information. I'm not going to give you my bank information. I'm not going to tell you how much I make because that's none of your business. It's none of your business. You shouldn't be asking nobody none of that. And that's crazy for a person to be asking you all your personal information just to join your church. You show me in the Bible, the scripture said, I have to show all that information to join, to be a Christian. Show me that. Show me that. So somebody show me that. Oh yeah, I know. Without Wall Church. Without Wall Church used to be a big church here in Tampa. It was a big church. And Mildred, yeah, I know. It say, what you say, don't you know the broken people in church? Hey, Village Boy 136. So whenever y'all decide, whoever ain't got a church yet, whenever you decide to whenever you decide to find you a church, you find the right church for you. And make sure, and I'm gonna tell you, when you find the right church, you can tell that's your church. Thank you, Prophecy Chase. And Mildred, that's what we doing, baby. We ain't even much arguing and feeding into that mess. Yeah, Deborah, I had went there to visit one time, and I remember long time ago, Without Walls Church, they back in the days used to give out free turkeys and stuff like around the holidays. But that was like long time ago. Oh shoot, y'all, I'm sorry. That was like long time ago. They used to give out free turkeys and stuff. But whenever you decide to go to church, you pray. Ask God to lead you to the right church. Ask him to lead you to the right church and to the right pastor that's going to feed you. That's what you do. And don't let nobody force you to join a church. If that ain't the church for you, don't join it because your mama there, that was your family church or whatever. You join that church because that's the church the Lord laid on your heart. Not because your family go there. You don't have to join that church. But anyway, so I've been just talking about churches and everything. About how pastors is and stuff. So let me get this off my chest. Let me talk about my pastor now. I love my pastor. I love Exciting Faith of Life. Let me tell y'all something. Before I started going to that church, I was going to another church. But I don't know. Every time I was going through something, he was having church at Middleton High School. Every time I was going through something, it was like the Lord was leading me to this church. And I always say, Lord, why do I go to this church every time I'm going through something? Even though I had my own church home that I was going to. But it's like every time I'm going through something hard, I'm always going there. And it seemed like he's preaching on something that I'm going through. Then when he got his home, I'm like just going there. And I'm like, one day I said I was going to join. I said, nope, I'm not going to join this church. This ain't my church. Kept saying I'm not going to join, because I said I don't want to join a church. And one morning I'm like, Lord, I said, why do you keep sending me him? I said, because every time I'm going through something, you send me him. And it's like he bringing the right words. I said, when his wife sang, she always touching me. I said, I don't know what it is about this couple right here. Let me tell you, they powerful. And I said, I don't know what it is about them, Lord. And me and my mom went to visit my cousin church because my cousin passed and we haven't been there since she passed. So we went to visit. And the whole time I'm at my cousin church, I'm thinking about the church I'm going to. I couldn't even much focus on this service because my mind at the other church. And I say, Lord, this must be my church. So I say, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to make this church my home. And you know why I like this church? Because he preach where you understand. He care about his members. He care about his community. And that's what I like about this church right here. Because my soul get fed when I go there. And every time I go there, even when I'm pulling up in the parking lot, I get excited. From when I first parked my car and I see the deacon. How the deacon, with the smile on his face, from the time I get out the car to the time I walk in the building, how everybody's face is. And I say, I know this is my church home. So that's why I decided to join that church. And I am happy there. And I feel safe there. And I have a sister that go there too. And a brother-in-law that go there too. And I got a brother that go there too. So, and I love that church. So anybody in Tampa, if you ever want to get fed, and you want a good pastor to come to, a good pastor, a good church, come visit Exciting Faith Alive. You will not be disappointed because Pastor Antonio Hawkins, he keep it real. He don't sugarcoat nothing. He's straightforward. And that's why I love him. And I love his wife. And I love everybody in that church. Because since I have been going there to visit, they have been treating me so good. And since I have been going through it, when I was going through my stuff, y'all know what I'm talking about. Nobody looked down on me. And they always treated me good. And one Sunday, he was like, Claudette, come up here. And I'm like, he was like, yeah, you come up here. And see, that's the kind of pastor that you want right there. You want a pastor that know you. A pastor that gonna pray for you. When you going through something, that's the pastor you want. You want a pastor that when you need him to pray for your family, he gonna pray for your family. When my nephew was on his dying bed, that man and his wife was out there to that hospital. And them church families came out there to that hospital for my sister. That's the kind of pastor you want. You want a pastor who gonna make time for your family. Not a pastor that gonna send somebody else. You're gonna want a pastor who gonna come for you. And that's the kind of pastor that we have, a pastor that come for you. And that man was there for my sister when my sister needed somebody. You want somebody, a pastor who gonna know your name. And that's why I love Exciting Faith Alive. I love that church. And I am thankful that God sent me to that church. I am thankful that God blessed me with that man of God. And I'm thankful that God blessed me with his wife, with her beautiful voice. You know why when on Sundays when they get up there to sing, you know why I put that video so y'all can see them sing, to let y'all see how anointed that all of them is up there singing. So that's why on Sundays, that's why I show them up there singing, so y'all can see how all of them up there, how beautiful their voice is. And I be wanting y'all to see how the spirit be in that house on Sundays. So that's why I go live on Sundays, so that y'all can see how powerful the spirit be up in that house. And that's why I love that Exciting Faith Alive. So anybody in Tampa, if you're on this live and you need a church home, or you want a church to come visit on a Sunday, come visit Exciting Faith Alive. And you will not be disappointed. Disappointed. And my pastor do work too. So you won't be disappointed. So y'all come check out my pastor. He bad. So come visit him. You won't be disappointed. Any Sunday, come. And it ain't got to be friends and family day. You're welcome to come anytime you want to come. So you will not be disappointed. So that's an open invitation. All right? Because there's some good pastors out there. Now remember that. There's some good pastors out there. All pastors are not bad, and all pastors are not about money. There's some pastors out there still about saving souls. Still about saving souls. And it's a lot of pastors still out there about their communities. Still looking out for their communities. So we can't, because one pastor all about money and one pastor doing a lot of wrong, we can't judge all the pastors the same. Because it's some pastors out there still trying to reach a lot of souls. Still, you know, it's some pastors be saying, I'm going to have this many members out there. I'm going to save so many members. You know why that pastor's saying that? Because he knows it's so many souls out there that's lost, that's crying. And them pastors be seeing, when they be driving, they be seeing all them lost souls out there. Because just like when I be driving in the morning time and I'm taking my husband to work, I see them same lost souls out there. I see those same lost souls out there, and I be saying the same thing. Those souls are so lost out there. And they crying for help. They crying for help. And they just need somebody. They just need somebody. So we got to start praying. We got to get out there and we got to start working to start bringing people in. And I still need work. I still need people to pray for me. And I still need a lot of work for myself. And nobody's not perfect. And no matter what you're doing, just continue to keep praying for God. And remember, keep God first in everything that you do. Everything that you do. And let God lead you. And no matter whatever you do, and whatever you're going to do, always pray first. Pray and ask God. Ask God for guidance, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Pray about everything. Don't just jump up and say, I'm going to do this. Pray about it. Because every time you jump up and do it, you fail. Because I know every time Teresa jump up and say, oh, just going to do it, I fall. I always fall when I don't let God just lead me and guide me in the right direction. I will fall back down. I fall and I'll be saying, Lord, I'm going to be honest, y'all. This is what I be saying. When I fall, I be like, Lord, why do I keep falling? Why I just can't stay straight? Why I can't just keep on going? And then I look at it, I say, I keep falling because I'm not letting you guide me, because I'm trying to do it on my own. And I'm not letting you guide me. I'm not letting you do what you're supposed to be doing. And you know, my husband told me this morning, we was talking about my daughter's party. My husband told me this morning, my husband said, Teresa, I cannot believe that you was not drunk at the party. I said, because I wasn't even much drinking. And he was like, and he told me, he said, I was looking at you, and he was like, I can't believe she ain't drunk. And I told him, I said, because I wasn't drinking. And he started laughing at me, and I said, no, I wasn't even much drinking. And then my daughter told me last night, because I was supposed to be the bartender. Let me tell you, I was supposed to be the bartender. Then I wound up going, he told me, he said, Teresa, go do the food. I'm the bartender, then I go over there to serve the food. My daughter said last night, said, Mama, well, how Lynch Mark became the bartender? I said, because I had to go serve the food. She said, well, he went to serve the food, but you was over there dancing. I said, well, after the food was gone, I was out there dancing. And then my husband said, Teresa, when you was out there dancing and stuff, he said, I just kept looking at you. And I was like, I can't believe she is not drunk. And I was like, because I was not drinking or none of that. And I mean, because I was like, trying not to drink. And then anyway, even like one drink, y'all, one drink will have me like I drunk a whole bottle of liquor. So, and I'm trying not to like drink like that. Because he know if I drink a little cup of liquor like this, even I can go buy a 99-cent margarita, y'all will swear I drunk a whole bottle of liquor. A 99-cent margarita from Walmart. So, Prophecy Chase, what you wrote, and you was telling Tiffany, hold on to God, trust God with all your heart, and don't lean. What you said? Don't lean onto your own understanding. Proverbs chapter 3. I love Proverbs chapter 3, 5, and 6. I love that scripture. I love that scripture right there. Davida. And one thing we always got to remember, God is so good. And God is good all the time. All the time. And we always got to remember, God never leave us. We the one that be leaving. We the one that be leaving, and he always be right there waiting on us to come back. And he always be waiting on us to come back with open arms. He always be waiting on us. And I am trying to work on myself. I have a lot to work on. A lot. And I'm taking it day by day. And I just want to, because the more in the morning time when I'm riding, even in the afternoon, and then I know y'all see it and y'all see it too, how you see all these young people out there on drugs. There's so many young people that's out there. And I just feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them. And then they parents, what their parents going through, because these kids young. Yeah, God he never ever leave us. He'll never leave us or forsake us. Never. Yeah, Shannon, when you come to Tampa, you got to come visit our church. You got to come. And Jessica, I will. Yeah, he okay. Mildred, he just got a neck brace on. And when you start, you know what I noticed too? When you start reading the Bible, to me, it get exciting when you start reading. And then because it's story, when you start reading one story, I get excited. I be like, dang, I want to know what happened. Because a lot of things that's going on in here on earth is going on in the Bible too. Even when his daughter slept with him, just to have kids to keep his name alive. You know, everything that's going on here, it happened in the Bible. And when you read one chapter, you want to keep on reading because it get exciting. Because you want to just know, dang, what happened next? And when it get exciting, you want to continue. So, and if you don't understand, get you a study Bible. Get you a study Bible. A study Bible what? I paid what? $29 for this study Bible. $29 in Brandon Mall. I think you can pretty much go on Amazon. And a study Bible for if you don't understand King James Bible. It's a good thing. And we at this age, if you sit around and you see everything that's going on in the world, we're in our last days. We're in our last days. We too old at this age right now. We too old to be sitting around worrying about somebody. In this age right now, we need to be focusing on us getting our life right with Christ. And not worrying about the next person or how they live in their life. Not sitting up talking about other people. Not sitting up talking about other people. And worrying about another person's life. In this age right here, we supposed to be uplifting each other, praying for each other, being each other's support. That's what we supposed to be doing for each other right now. Because if you get off this live right now and you sit down, today what? January 21st. If you sit down and you just think about how many people don't pass right now? How many people just passed within these 21 days? But you're too busy worrying about somebody else's life. You're too busy talking about somebody else. You 50 years old. You're supposed to be doing something else. You're supposed to be trying to set example, uplifting that next woman, seeing if she need help, praying for her, seeing if she going through something. Because sometimes we can have a front on, but in the inside we broken. We need somebody. We don't have nobody we can talk to. And that's for that man too. That's for that. And men be the biggest one that have that big old front on. And that man be so hurt, but that man be so ashamed to talk to somebody. And you know, men carry a lot of weight around. That man carry a lot of weight around. And the man be acting like he all this tough dude and stuff. Because see, a man don't want to feel weak. And I'm finna talk about a man now, because I'm always talking about us women. I'm always talking about us women. So what? I'm finna talk about a man right now. A man, he want to be like this old tough dude, want to be around him. He got to be tough. And he especially got to be tough around his woman. And then he got to get extra tough when he around his men friends. But a man carries so much weight. So much weight. And he don't want to talk about it because he don't want to feel weak. And he don't want to feel ashamed. You're not ashamed. Don't feel ashamed. You need to start talking to somebody. Start talking to your wife, your partner. Start letting us know what's wrong with you. Because that's what we here for. That's why we your partner. You supposed to be able to talk to us. You supposed to be able to let us know what's wrong with you. Because we supposed to be your backbone. We supposed to say, baby, it's okay. Let me know what's wrong with you. And stop carrying all that weight around with you. Because see, you carry all that weight around and you be so depressed and nobody know what's wrong with you. You need to get that off your chest. And start talking to us. Or start talking to somebody. It ain't that you being weak. You're not being a punk because you're a man. Just like we be weak sometimes. We be weak and we lay on y'all's shoulder, we cry. And y'all hold us when we going through something. And y'all tell us, baby, it's going to be all right. Honey, it's going to be all right. So when y'all going through something and y'all want to cry and y'all want to get stuff off y'all's shoulder, That's why we him. That's why we y'all wives. We y'all partner. Y'all supposed to lay on us. Y'all supposed to let us know what's wrong with y'all so we can say, baby, it's all right. I'm your backbone. We supposed to talk about this. You don't supposed to carry all this extra weight around. Let it go. Let's talk about this. Let's work it out. Because men is worse than women. Men be acting like want to be so tough and want to carry all that weight around. But let me tell you, when men are really weak, when men worse than women though, don't let them get sick. When they get sick, they act like the little baby. That's the only time. But when something really bothering them and it's something really weighing them down, that's when they don't want to talk about it. Because men have so much stuff balled up inside of them that they don't want to talk about it. And they have, like, even men have a lot of childhood trauma built up inside of them right now too. And they don't be wanting to talk about it. Because they be feeling like they're gonna be weak, they're gonna be soft and stuff. No, that's why you have a wife. You have a spouse. Because if we can cry on you, you're supposed to cry on us. You're supposed to trust us like we supposed to trust you. And then some people, some of y'all women be killing me too. Some of y'all women be killing me. Y'all always be around here. Y'all be try to talk bad about these men and know y'all got a good man. Know y'all got a good man and know y'all ain't finna find no another good man like the one you got right now. A man that's taking care of home. A real good man that's taking care of home. He working hard, making sure the bills paid, making sure food on the table. And then your butt want to be disrespectful and talk to him in a kind of way and handle him in a kind of way. And he just be like, okay. And then you want to get with your friends and try to show out on this man and stuff. And then try to prove a point. Girl. And that friend sitting back laughing. And that same friend sitting back laughing because that same friend plotting to get that man from you, okay? You better quit disrespecting that man and you better start appreciating everything that man doing for you. Everything. Because you know how many women wish they had a man that was paying the bills like that? How many men was working every day? Making sure you and them children ain't want for nothing. You know how many women don't got a man that ain't doing nothing for them? Not nothing. Around him messing with everybody else. But you got that good man at home that you ain't appreciating. And he coming home to a dirty house. He coming home ain't got no food on the table, no nothing. And then you around here, you talking about you finna go out with Susie Mae. And Susie Mae plotting behind your bike trying to go with your man. Girl, you better wake up, get yourself together, go get you a job and help that man out, okay? Because see, when that man gone and he with Susie Mae, you going to be sitting there crying. You going to be sitting there crying and wish you would have did everything right to keep that man that you got. So you better tighten up, honey. You better tighten up. So yeah, you got to tighten up. And if you want your man, honey, and a man don't want no oodles and noodles and he working all hard and stuff, you better tighten up on that man. Keep your man. Don't let nobody else take your man and you know you got a good man. Sure. It ain't not, and let me tell you something. And some people, this another thing, which especially you young women. You young. I ain't no maid. I ain't finna be cooking for him. He better wash his own clothes. What I look like washing his clothes. Huh. He better cook his own food. Honey, you don't want to cook his food? Somebody else will cook his food. You don't want to wash his clothes? Somebody else will wash his clothes. Especially he work. Girl, what's wrong with you? It ain't that you being a maid. You being his partner. All right? It's not that you being a maid. And that's what's wrong with young women today. Because y'all study be like, and then y'all kill me. This what you do. This is exactly what y'all do, okay? If he say, you ain't cook, I ain't cooking for you. You better cook your own meal. But I look like cooking for you. That's how y'all do it. That's exactly how you do it, okay? Y'all know I'm not telling a lie. That's exactly how you do it. It's not about being a maid. It's not about being no maid. It's a relationship. It is a relationship. And if you got it good, and let me tell you something. Nowadays, if you got a young man that work, you heard what I say? A young man that work. And he taking care of you and your kids. You got a good young man. You got a good young man. And let me tell you, I met a young man. He worked. He got some beautiful children. He take care of his kids, his old lady. And I told the young lady, I said, you got a very nice young man. And I told her, I said, you better keep your young man. I said, your young man working and stuff. I said, you better treat him right. You better treat him right. And she told me, I am. And I told him, I said, if she don't treat you right, you come look for me. I'm going to get her. He said, okay, I'm going to come look for you, auntie. I said, you better. And I told her, I said, it's hard to find a young man that's working. And I told him, I said, your mama raised you good. Your mama and daddy raised you good. You working every day. You got kids and you taking care of your kids. That's what's wrong. Young people don't appreciate each other. And they feel, now young people they feel that they don't want to work. They feel they don't have to do nothing at home. They just want the man to do everything. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. No, nothing. Like somebody, I must be a maid. I'm not, let me tell you, I'm not a maid. I don't live in filth. I never stayed nowhere filthy. And I just I like it clean. I cannot, if I leave my house with my bed not made, I'm not stable. I'm not stable because I'm thinking about my bed all day long. I got to have my bed made before I leave my house, my apartment in the morning, because I'm not focused. And that's just me. And I just feel that if you, and then the young women, you complain, you'll complain about he not doing this, he not doing that. But what are you doing? What are you doing? It's not just him, it's you too. And a relationship is two. It's two. If your man working all day long, why do you feel he should come home and give you all his paycheck? Come home and pay all the bills. You not working. He come home, the house dirty. Nothing on the stove. And then you get mad. Okay. But you mad with him. So now let me turn it around now. And you young girls who working all the time, you don't need no Mr. Mom, okay? You don't need a Mr. Mom. He need to be working too. Yes, rent is expensive. Why you out there busting your butt all day long? Why? Why is you busting your butt all day long and he home with the kids? No, we gonna both get a job. We both gonna get a job. Okay? That's what we're gonna do. Both get a job. That's what we're gonna do. Both get a job. And quit working all day long. You on your job working all day long, and he driving around your car all day long. 1:48 p.m. Driving around your car all day long. Drive around your car all day long, then when come back, you ain't got no gas in your car. I got to shut up, y'all. I'm finna shut up. But y'all, I got to go. I've been on this live. I got to go. I've been on this live too long. So I got to go because I got things I got to do. I only came on this live to tell y'all about my nephew, that he okay. And I just went to talk about everything. Yeah, Shannon, it's a partnership. Have a nice day, Tiffany. Oh, I had made me some quiche. I cooked me some breakfast this morning. Mary, I know that feeling. I used to work at night, honey. Where you go? Where you going? I used to work at night, so I know that feeling of working at night, all right? And I hated working at night because when I used to work at night, when I got off at night, and by the time I'm getting situated to go to sleep, my husband getting up to go to work. But y'all, I got to get off this live. I've been on this live so long. I've been on this live almost 2 hours. But y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. And if y'all haven't subscribed to my channel, y'all subscribe to my channel. Let me see what you said. Want help with bills, but don't want to come home from work and get in the kitchen and choose what you want. Okay, Just Rain. Let me tell you this. I work 8 hours. Okay, I work 8 hours. And before, like, my husband was paying, he was like paying like all the rent. And I pay like the light bills or whatever. And then one day I told him, I was like, why are you paying all the rent? I'm going to go 50-50 with you on the rent. And he was like, no. I said, no. So then, because I go in on the bills too, because I feel like this, I stay here too. So if I cook, I try, because I tell my husband, I'm going to cook. I cook because I don't believe in I don't buy nothing at work. Because I don't believe in going to work, spending money, and I can cook. And he walk in this door, he can tell you. If we go somewhere today, if I took out something to cook, and if he come and he say, Tracy, come on, let's go such and such, and I don't get to cook. Because some mornings, I got up like 2 o'clock in the morning, sometimes when I can't sleep, and I get up and I read. And I can't sleep. I get up in the morning. I don't cook my husband breakfast, and I don't cook dinner for that day. And I make sure he have lunch to take to work. I don't make sure I cook him breakfast, and I have him some lunch for work. And he be like, Tree said, you didn't have to do that. I say, no, I want to make sure you have something to eat. And I do that. I do that for my husband because my husband look out for me. My husband makes sure I have. My husband makes sure I have. My husband makes sure I don't want. So that's why I do that for my husband. And I don't have a sorry husband. And anything, when it comes to my 3 kids and those 11 grandkids, he'll do anything for us, anything. So that's why I do anything for him. So the point of me saying this right here, if you have somebody good, if you have a good husband or you have a good wife, I feel that you should look out for them. You shouldn't want to treat them nasty. You shouldn't say that I'm not doing this, I'm not looking out for them, none of that. And I feel like this is another thing. I feel like this. Whatever go on between you and your spouse and y'all relationship, it shouldn't be between nobody else. I feel like this, even when you mad with your spouse, you shouldn't go talk bad about your spouse to nobody else. Nobody. You know why? Because why talk bad about your spouse and you're going to sleep with that person? You go make that person look bad to somebody else, and then you sleep with that person. You make yourself look bad because you talk bad about your spouse and you still sleeping with them. And when y'all have an argument, it's nobody business. It's nobody business. No, me and my husband can have a big arguing at each other. But when we walk out our front door, nobody will never know that we had an argument. Nobody, because it's nobody business. Because he my best friend. He my best friend. And I'm not going to let nobody say nothing bad about my husband. Nobody. Because I would chop your head off about my husband. Because he my best friend. And he gonna have this all the way. And that's how a relationship's supposed to be. It's supposed to be between you and him. Don't put your mama in it. Don't put your sister in it. Don't go tell your friend. None of that. And you be running going to talk to your friend about your relationship. Man, she already jealous because you got this relationship and she ain't got it. You going to tell her and she talking about you. She talking about you. You know why she talking about you? Because she think her relationship all this and that. Look at this and that. She already talking about you. She already jealous because she see the things that your husband doing for you. And she mad because she mad already at you. She ain't got what you got. And you study running telling her your business. Running study crying telling her your problems. But deep down inside, she wish she had that. She wish she had. Wish she had that. And that's right, Davida. And one thing about it, when you and your partner mad at each other, never go to bed angry. Never. 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 Try to work it out. Try to work it out. And stop telling your business. Your business ain't everybody's business. And you know what? Sometimes when you be telling people your business, they throw that stuff right back in your face. Throw it right back in your face. Excuse me. And you be crying telling your business because you just need somebody to talk to. And you think you telling them just to be talking because you need to get off. But deep down inside, they laughing at you. Stop telling them your business. Ain't none of their business. Work it up. Work it out with your spouse and shake it off and move on. Because you're still going to be with him. And don't be up here to me, I'm going to leave him. You leaving him because you having an argument, or you leaving her because y'all don't have a little argument. You talking about you going to the next person or whatever. Then you got to get to know the next person. And baby, you talking about you going to know the next person. Remember, you got to mow that grass on that other side. You still got to mow that other grass. And see, you think the grass green on the other side, but you still got to cut that grass down on the other side, okay? See, you think you leaving good to go to better. And when you get to better, you wish you stayed over there on that side, okay? Stop telling everybody your business and work it out. It's cold out there?
A little bit.
So some people, you know what? Some people don't even much like that you married. And you know, some people be saying, I can't believe she got married. I can't believe he got married. Who would marry her? Who would marry him? And when they tell you that, that lets you know they jealous. They are so jealous that you got married. Mildred, you is so right. You right. You is right. All right, just me, Rain. Yes, Jarvis. But I'm going to say this, then I'm finna go. But you ladies and men on your relationship, work on your relationships. You want to keep that man, make sure you cook clean, okay? You ain't man no maid, all right? And don't be giving that man no oodles and noodles, all right? But just Rain, 25 years. That's sad, 25 years. Oh. And that's let me tell you something. That's what a lot of, like I tell some men, men will lead a women, lead a wife for a young woman because she got a bud, got a body, this and that. Some of them be fake, okay? If y'all got y'all body done, y'all don't take it personal, all right? Don't want y'all body done or whatever. But you got to remember, they get older. And they got their body done, the butt fall and this and that. But they got to remember, you leave your marriage for these young women, the women who don't want to work. You got to pay all these bills. This woman never, ever want to do nothing. She don't want to cook. She don't want to clean. You coming home, you ain't much got a hot meal on the table. But you left a woman that holds you down, has your bite. Has your bite. You had kids from this woman. And some men will leave their women, leave their wife with kids. And then neglect their kids because they with another woman. And don't even much want to do nothing for their kids. And this other woman would dislike his own kids. And I be saying, how can a man dislike his own kids because he with another woman and don't want to see his kids? You can go on my Facebook page, Jarvis. Me, let me tell y'all. If my husband was to ever cheat on me, honey, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not finna just stay in a relationship like that. I'm not gonna be with a man that's gonna mistreat me because I know my worth. I know my worth. I know who I am. Because one thing about me, I am a strong woman. And I know I can survive. I know my work ethic. If he was to make a baby on me, she ain't paying, I ain't stepmama. I ain't stepmama material. And I wouldn't even much accept somebody being with you and being a stepmama to a child. That ain't it. There's that much love in the world. I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm not doing that. No. I'm too old. I look at it like this. I'm too old at age to be much doing that. I feel like this, I'm too old in age to be around her even when I'm with a man that's messing with another woman. No. That's why my husband tell me all the time, I love you from the first day I met you. Anyway, he already know the type of woman he married. Yes, I believe in God. My Facebook is Claudette Rinsford. Oh, East Kid. So you said, so have you never been cheated on? Do I need to come through that phone and shake you? Do I need to shake you? Have I ever been cheated on? Let me tell you something. I was cheated on so bad one time. I didn't know was my head spinning or coming. I didn't know was I coming or going. So, honey, we not gonna even much go there. So I was cheated on so bad, all right? So I ain't scared to tell nobody. I was cheated on, all right? So just imagine when you been cheated on so bad, when somebody else finna have a baby after you, all right? So I have been cheated on. But see, when you've been cheated on, and then you just get fed up and you say, I can't do this no more, baby. And you got to put in your mind and say, this is not for me. This is not the lifestyle that I want to live. So I have been cheated on. And I was cheated on big time. So, and if I get on here and say I've never been cheated on, the devil is a lie. I was cheated on big time. And I learned a whole lot from that cheating situation right there. And I think in life, everybody been cheated on in life. Everybody. And nobody can never say you haven't been cheated on. Everybody been cheated on. It's just the point that you learn from the mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You learn. It's sometimes some people just stay there. Some people just get comfortable and some people just accept it. Some people just be like, I'm just going to stay. I'm not going to leave. I'm just going to be. But I'm not that person. I'm not that person. I'm selfish. I'm a very selfish person. So I don't want to share. So when I was cheated on, I wasn't comfortable. Because I'm a very selfish person that I don't want to share. And when I was cheated on and I was being selfish, that I mean, the person that I was with, I couldn't be selfish with because I had to share that sucker with the whole Tampa Bay. So, it was time to let go. And I mean, when I'm talking about being selfish, I want to be selfish because I want that person to myself. I want that person to love me. I want that person to have eyes just for me. And I want that person to just love me. Just love me and show me love. That's all I want. I want him to love me. And when he look at me and I look at him, I see the love. That's what I want. So I was cheated on. So that's why I'm a very selfish person. But just rain. Let me tell you something. But I bet your mom, and you say your mom married again, but I bet your mom learned from her mistakes. And the way you writing in this thing, in this chat, I bet your mom got a sweetheart. I bet you got a good mom. And sometimes when our parents go through stuff, when our moms go through stuff, we sit and wonder, why do our mom go through that? Why do our moms put up with that? Let me tell y'all something. My relationship that I was in. And I had one time, and the person was cheating on me. And that morning when the person left the house, and I told the person, I said, I catch you cheating, you're going to wish you never, ever cheated on me. You're going to wish you never cheated on me. And I meant that. He was like, whatever, TT. I said, you watch. And I went to the club. I called him. I scratched the card. I went home, y'all. My apartment was tore up. I was like, how did my refrigerator get to my front door? And then, you know, I'm like, because he never put his hands on me. Never put his hands on me. But you in a relationship, sometimes you get tired. You get tired when you know a person not gonna change. When you know a person gonna continue to keep doing the same thing. A person, they wanna be with you. They wanna be with you. They don't wanna see you with nobody. But they wanna do everything. They can do mess with everybody. But you better not do nothing. Because they know what they got with you. And then you have to wake up and you have to say, this is not for me. And one day I just woke up and I'm like, this is not for me. I am way too good for this. This is not the lifestyle that I want. I want way more than this. And I just woke up one day and I'm like, this is not me. And when I woke up, y'all, I had to wait, go through a little something. When I woke up, I did have to go through something a little bit. Because I started talking, I had people talking to, start liking me, trying to talk to me. But some people were scared to talk to me. Some people were scared to talk to me, but one person wasn't. So, you know what? I had to go through a little something before I had that person just bike away and just finally decide to leave me alone. And that was the best thing ever. The best thing ever and the best decision ever in my life. Because some things ain't meant to be. Some things ain't meant to be when people want to mess with everybody. Because some men want that person to be at home and they go out and do everything in the streets. Everything in the streets. And that's not a relationship, y'all. That's not a relationship. And any woman that's going through this right now, you are better than that. You're better than that. Don't let nobody handle you like that. Nobody. And I had to learn that too. I had to learn that. And you learn from your mistakes. You learn. And I learned that too. So if you going through that, and he going to this baby mama house, and he having a baby across the bridge, a baby across the street, a baby around the corner, he's not for you, okay? He's not for you, all right? So, move on. Move on. What he waiting on? What is he waiting on? And let me tell you something. Why waste your time? Honey, it's time to leave. You know what? I don't like to tell nobody to leave a relationship. You have to follow your own heart. But if he haven't committed yet, he ain't gonna commit. And if he around here messing with other women and stuff, oh, he's definitely not gonna commit. He's definitely not gonna commit. Not at all. And I just feel, and out of all these years, he's not going to commit to you. And then you look at it, you get up in age. Up in age. And I mean, when you get to a certain age, I feel like now, who want to be with somebody who studied, you going with me, then you going with my next door neighbor. You going with me, you're going around the corner. We're not doing that no more. Not doing that. I'm telling y'all, my relationship that I was in, I learned a whole lot. And my relationship that I was in, if I get on here and tell y'all, he never called me out my name, never put his hands on me, none of that. Because I know how the love was between us. Y'all excuse my language. He was just a hoe. That's it. A lot of kids. But other than that, no good. And I learned a whole lot from that relationship. It taught me a lot. And from that relationship, I did not want to settle down with nobody. I didn't want to settle down because I've been through so much and that I was hurt. I was hurt from that relationship. And from that relationship, I just thought about making money. And then after a while, I wanted to just change my life because that wasn't my life. Because that ain't how my mama raised me. That relationship broke me. And that relationship really hurt me. And the only thing that came out good out that relationship, I had a beautiful baby girl. That's the only thing that good came out that relationship. But that relationship taught me too. It taught me a lot too. It taught me and it broke me. In that relationship, I had a wall up too. That I won't let no man just do me like this no more. Cause he took me through too much. And I had women coming up to me. Then I got to start like fighting. I got to start. Never had to fight. I got to start defending myself. I'm like, about somebody that I'm living with. So I learned a whole lot from this relationship. And I'm telling this story because somebody going through this right here, baby, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not, let me tell you something. It's not worth it to be arguing with a woman about a man. Because listen here, you could be sitting arguing with a man, with a woman about a man. He's sitting back laughing at y'all. He laughing. I got these women sitting back him laughing. But you know what he's saying? Y'all excuse my language. This is what he's saying. Man, I got them bitches sitting back laughing at me. That's what he's saying. Y'all better than that. Why argue and fight about? And then you be arguing, y'all, especially when y'all got kids from each other. Y'all see him arguing with each other. And at the end of the day, them children still sisters and brothers. They still gonna have to get to know each other. Instead of y'all arguing at each other, y'all let them children get to know each other. Because see, in the long run, they still gonna have to get to know each other. Because if something happened to that man, them children still gonna be sisters and brothers. And see, you and their mama still got a grudge for what? And he going to the next woman. And y'all still got an attitude. One thing about me, whoever got a child from one of my kids' father, I see them on the streets, I can have a conversation because I don't have a grudge against nobody. Nobody. I don't care how many baby mamas. They see me, hey Tracy, I see them, hey, how y'all doing? Because I'm on some grown lady stuff. I'm on grown lady stuff. I ain't on that childish stuff. Ain't no sense of me disliking nobody about no man. And that's what we supposed to be at right now in life. Life too short to be around him. Y'all be around here disliking each other about a man. A man don't mean y'all no good, and y'all know this man ain't no good. Y'all still arguing about him. And let me tell you what the sad part is. Y'all arguing about him, and he got another girlfriend. He riding in the car with another girlfriend. He staying with her, paying her bills. And you and her still arguing about this man that don't care nothing about y'all no more. Not at all. So why sit and argue about him? So ain't no sense in Jarvis, you got to make up your own mind, decide what you gonna do. Nobody can tell you what to do. You have to decide what you gonna do. But if it was me, I wouldn't keep waiting. If he ain't made a commitment yet, I wouldn't care how many kids I got. Yeah, and a man gonna do what he wanna do no matter what. He gonna do no matter what. Let me tell you something. Just like somebody wrote earlier. Somebody wrote in the chat earlier. You can cook, you can clean, you can wash his clothes. You can do anything you want. A man gonna do whatever he wanna do. Whatever he wanna do. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know my life story. Y'all know me. Back in my days, what I used to do, man gonna do what he wanna do no matter what. I don't care how good your house is. You can have the biggest house ever. And let me tell you something. Some women ain't gonna admit it. Some women ain't gonna admit it because they gonna see some women think they so high that they ain't gonna admit it. Their husband ain't shit. The husband cheating on them. The husband can't stand them. That's why the husband cheating on them. And the husband be ready to get away from the house. But see, they ain't going to admit it. Because they don't want nobody to know. And they stay in this big old house. Big house. They driving these nice cars. And their husband cheating on them like crazy. Cheating on them like crazy. But they want to act like they got this perfect marriage. This perfect marriage. But Bill can't stand them. And Bill be so ready to get away from them. Bill don't even much want to come home at night. Because Susie getting on Bill's nerves. No matter how much money you got. No matter how big of the house you got. He's still cheating. He's still cheating. A man gonna do what he wanna do no matter what. No matter what. And you can't stop a man from doing what he want to do. And then it killed me because they run to get these young girls. And then in the long run, they hate that they found these young girls because the young girl don't do nothing. Don't know how to cook, clean, nothing. Nothing. So it's up to you, depend on what you're gonna let a person do into a relationship. It's up to you what you accept in a relationship. And nobody, no matter how much you talk about what a man doing to you or how that female doing to you in your relationship, it's up to you what you're gonna decide to do. It's up to you. Nobody can never tell you what to do. Somebody can tell you to leave your relationship, but it's still up to you how much you're gonna take. So it's always up to you how much you're gonna accept from your relationship. Because I can stay here all day long and I can see what you're saying about your relationship, and I can say, ooh, I wouldn't put up with him. I wouldn't do this. I can just be telling you that, and then I can turn around and put up with the same crap. So it's always up to you. You have to get sick and tired to when you get sick and tired and say, I can't do this no more. I'm tired of him doing me like this. I'm tired of her doing me like this. So it's up to you. Honey, he is not your daddy. Just because you lost your daddy. And don't be staying there somebody you think he'll understand because your daddy. Why my thing ain't charging? Hold up. What you saying? I'm 35, lost my dad, and be thinking this man will understand not to do me that way. Jarvis. I don't want to call you Jarvis. Well, I'm gonna call you Jarvis because that ain't gonna change. Cause I mean, I understand your dad passed, but that ain't gonna change him. That is not gonna change him. How much are you gonna take from this man? How much are you gonna take? How long are you gonna let him do you like this? You got to know your worth. And let me tell you something. And looks, it ain't got to be about the looks or none of that. But you need to quit taking his mess, okay? Just Rain, you should tell your mama she should write that book. And Jarvis, why are you scared? What you scared of? Well, do he work? Do he work and help take care of the house? Ooh, excuse me, y'all. We gonna have to pray for you. Mildred, I understand. And when you in love, it's hard too. It's you know what? Sometimes we can say, "Oh, you can leave," and this. And it's so hard when you in love. It is, and love is blind. Oh my God, it's blind. Cause y'all, if y'all would have knew me back in the days, love is blind, and love is a hurtful thing. Y'all know that. Some of y'all know. Love is a hurtful thing. So that's why when people be going through stuff and they be telling me like what they old mans be doing and stuff, I never judge them. I never really say nothing bad because I've been through stuff. So I can't judge. Not at all. Because I have no room to talk about nobody's relationship. And I say that all the time. I have no room to talk about nobody's relationship. And I have been through things. So I understand the things that people have been going through. And I'm telling y'all, I was dogged out so bad that I don't think I was able to see. So I just pray for her, whatever she going through, and that she work it out. And that God just give her the strength. And that honey, just pray about it. Let me tell you something. You pray about it. You don't let nobody make you feel bad. And everything will work out for itself. Like I told you before, me, I would never ever tell you to leave because that's not me. Because I have been in that situation. And God worked everything out for me. And he'll work everything out for you. Everything's going to work out for you. So don't you worry about it. God will take care of everything for you. Just pray about it and give it to God. Pray about it. Because you know what? Some people tell you, do this. Oh, that's easy. People tell you, but people not in your situation. Because words, people can say anything because those just words. If they was in your situation, then they'll understand. But nobody's not in your situation. Nobody. Because when I was in my relationship, I was so in love, so in love. And I cried so many nights because I was so in love. This man was making so many babies on me. And I know I was in the wrong relationship. He never put his hands on me, never cussed me. He took care of me, but it was just wasn't no good. No good. And people was telling me, you need to leave him. You need to leave him. But people can tell me, but I had to make up my mind. And when I got tired, I got tired. And when he went to prison and came home, it was a different Tracy. So you have to get tired. And you have to get sick and tired. When you get sick and tired, then you'll be done made up your mind. So everything gonna work out. Everything gonna work out. So don't worry about it. Just pray about it and give it to God. Travel, that was, let me tell you something. That was years ago. That was so many years ago. So many years ago. But I wouldn't put up with nothing today. Today. Because I was young and dumb then. Young and dumb. Very young and dumb. But I wouldn't know one thing about it. When somebody tell me they relationship problems, I feel nobody shouldn't be in a relationship where somebody putting their hands on you. That's not a good relationship right there. Because I feel like this right here. You already a grown person. How can a grown person chastise another grown person? And then I just can't, you just can't tell a person just up and leave a relationship because you don't know how that other person, what that other person will do to them. But I wouldn't want nobody to be in a relationship where they've been abused. Because that's not a good relationship. When you're in a relationship, you're supposed to be with somebody who's making you happy. Somebody that you smiling with every day. Somebody that you can laugh with. Somebody that you having fun with. That's a relationship. That when you see each other, that y'all smiling. That y'all be happy. Y'all can see each other walking down the street and y'all just get happy about seeing each other. That is a relationship right there. And honey, I would never ever judge you. And if you ever need to talk to me, you are welcome to reach out to me. And I feel like this right here, on this page here, we are here for each other. We are not here to judge nobody. Because we don't know, we don't know what none of us is going through. That's why we here for each other. To uplift each other. And don't you never get on this page to apologize. Because sometimes I get on here and I be apologizing. And then Davita, Allison, Deidre, they tell me to stop apologizing. So this page here all about love. This page here, nothing but positive, uplifting. So don't never come on here, feel like you need to to apologize about anything on this page right here. And I just feel bad because whatever you're going through, I just pray God work it out. Whatever you're going through. All right, Carl. In a relationship, y'all excuse me, I feel like I got sand in my eye. In a relationship, I feel no man should put his hands on a woman. And I feel a woman shouldn't put her hands on a man. That's not a relationship at all. Because I'm like, what you getting out of a relationship? Putting your hands on somebody. That ain't no relationship right there. You put your hands on me, I'm going to put your butt in jail. And I ain't going to miss no court date either. I thought you was gone. And I'm going to make sure I be there before the court open too. What you want to ask me, Penny? Yeah. You can pray on right on out your life too. It's cold out there? I don't know what was the best Twilight movie. Yeah, Just Rain, that's true right there. Once you start praying for God to get you out of a relationship, you better be sure that's what you want. When God does it, you'll be amazed, and you'll know it was him for sure. Jarvis, everybody like that. I'm a really humble person, not a saint, just very humble. Honey, God is going to work everything out for you. Everything. Just pray and give it to him. He's going to work everything out. Honey, just start praying. And people don't believe. When you start praying and you start asking God, God will start moving things out the way. And you got to start believing. Start praying. Watch how God start moving things around. Start believing. Yeah, just start praying. When you start praying and you start asking God, start telling God, start removing such and such out my life. Start praying, start talking to God. Talk to God like you will have a conversation with your friends. That's how you talk to God. And you know what? We all have problems. Right now, every one of us on this live, we all going through something. Nobody on this live can say we not going through something. We all got a problem that we going through. Each one of us is going through a problem on this live. because not one of us have a perfect life. So there's nobody on here can say we're not going through something. Yes, you is. We all. Hey, Belinda. So this the coffee. My nephew. So those who just came on here and asked about my nephew is fine. He got a neck brace on. He came home. They got back to Tampa like 2, 3 o'clock this morning. The young man was driving the truck, lost control. The truck went in the air 120 feet, rolled over. They flew out the window. The truck went in a ditch. One young man still in the hospital in critical condition. And my nephew and the other 3 men out the hospital. My nephew got a neck brace on. And he came home, he in a lot of pain. So tell me it ain't no God. So it's a God. That's why when people say they don't believe in praying, pray. Because there is a God. God will show up and he will show out. And he will show up when you least expect. No matter what you're going through, you pray. Always keep God first, no matter whatever you're going through. Keep him first in every situation. And don't just call on God when you're in a situation. Call on him all the time. All the time. When you get up in the morning, as soon as you open your eyes, thank him. That's the first, before your feet hit the ground, thank him. That's what you should do, thank him. As soon as you open your eyes, thank him. Because he woke you up. And Jarvis, whatever you're going through, just give it to God. Pray about it and give it to God. Let me tell you something. Make you some space in your house. Make you a little private space in your house. A little prayer closet for you. Get in there and pray. Start getting in there praying. Spend a little 30 minutes. Get in there and pray. Read. Start giving your all to God. And watch how God start moving. And like I told you, I ain't got it all together, but I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there, y'all. And if you need let me tell you, if you got a King James Bible, and you don't understand your Bible, get you a Living Bible, $29. Get in there. We're in these days that we got to start focusing. We got to start leaning on God more, trusting on him more. I'm going to show y'all something. Then I got to go because my husband off work. So let me show y'all something right quick. Let me show y'all something. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Wait a minute. Look at him. When I get up in the morning time and I can't sleep and I need some time alone, I come right in my closet. This is my closet, y'all. I'm still cleaning my closet out. So this is my closet. Y'all see my junky little closet. This is my closet, my little walk-in closet. But look at him. I made a space. I closed my closet though. I keep my Bibles and stuff. I got my Bibles off my table. But I keep my Bibles and stuff in this corner. These my cards. My cards. my pens, my tape. And look at him. I come in here. I get in here and go to praying. And I start writing. Look at him. I just start writing. Whatever come. I just go to start writing stuff. So I showed y'all that because find somewhere in your apartment, your house, a time for yourself. No matter what, and start giving God some of your time. When going now, when you're going through stuff, you can't sleep. Get you some index cards. Start writing stuff down, hanging it up. And when you're going in there, you can go back and start reading over your stuff that you wrote. Get your journal. Start writing in your journal. And just start praying, giving everything to God. No matter whatever you're going through, start giving God your time. Start spending time with him. Because we in this day and time, that we need to start spending time with him. More time with him. More time with him. No matter what. Just giving God more time. And like I say all the time, I'm still working on me. Still trying to get myself right with God because I have a lot that I have to work on. I'm not all the way right, but I always keep God first in my life. And I always try to walk right with Christ. No matter what. So no matter what y'all going through, just pray and give it to God. And Jarvis, I'm going to be praying for you. I'm going to be praying for you. And you make you some space for God. And you get you a Bible, start reading the scriptures. And you find you a space and start praying. And you start telling God what you want. Just like I'm talking to you, that's how you start talking to God. Start talking to God. God to start moving things out your life. Start telling God whatever that's blocking me from getting close to you, whatever that's not no good for me in my life, please remove it. And watch how God start removing things out your life that don't mean you no good. He'll start moving those things out your life that don't mean you no good. And start believing and trusting in him. That's the main thing you got to start doing. Start believing in him. So y'all have a blessed day. Y'all be safe. And thank you for being on this live, because we've been on this live so long. And I appreciate each one of y'all. And thank you for praying for my nephew. Thank y'all for always showing me love. Because if it weren't for y'all, I wouldn't be nowhere without y'all. And I love y'all. I love y'all so much. So I'll see y'all later, or I'll see y'all in the morning. So y'all have a blessed day. And ladies, y'all remember, y'all fix that crown on y'all head. Fix y'all crown and y'all hold y'all head up high. But I got to go because my husband home from work. So bye-bye. Well, somebody told me never say bye. See y'all later.